Hello and welcome back to a late night session at the Zip. These are testing games from the Winter Cup from last weekend. Alright, so on the left we have James. He's going to be running Mono Water, and on the right we have Alfie running his Knights. Let's see how they fare up. So I believe James got first turn. Okay, deciding to keep. And dropping to play a Marweb. That's going to allow him to draw 2 and keep 1. Passing turn to Alfie. Alfie quick to discard 1 to play into the Laswell. He's going to freeze Marweb and pass turn. Okay, so paying 6 here into a realm. It's going to allow him to search out allow him to search out 2 monsters. One of cost 2, one of cost 1. You see he goes for the Sahagin Chief and the Paku. So he's going to get the draw off of that and potentially have the bounce for later on. Okay, so just spending his entire hand here, plays into the backup Sarah, so that's going to allow him to search out a princess. He's gone for a Lena. Or has he changed his mind? Let's see. Okay, so I imagine he's changed for a job. Oh, so I thought he would have gone for a Gordon. Yeah, he is going for a Gordon. Yeah, so Prince or Princess, so he's chosen to go for a Gordon. Okay, Alfie pitching to play, is it Gwen? It's going to allow him to search for up to 1 fire job knight other than card name Gwen, and up to 1 water job knight other than name Gwen, and add them to his hand. So I think his targets there were Corilla and I imagine Ramza. So I imagine he's going to be wanting to get that Corilla in the bin as soon as possible. And it looks like he's just going to do it now. Yep, so a hard 8 pay for the Ramza. Obviously because of Laswell's ability on field, he's going to be able to dull and freeze a character. Then he will enter Corilla from the break zone as part of Ramza's effect, turning over 5 cards. Now I believe with Corilla, she allows you to keep up to 2 job knights of up to cost 4. So you could have a cost 1, a cost 2, and another cost 1, or 2 cost 2s, or 1 cost 4. So yeah, it looks like he's going for the Deleter and the, I believe, Agrius. So Agrius, when she enters, choose a forward of cost, I think it's 3 or less. Opponent control. If you control 2 or more job knights, return it to its owner's hand. Alfie, they're just explaining, obviously, that all of the night entries are obviously freezing up James's field pretty rapidly because of Laswell. Laswell, obviously, a great addition in nights for this very reason. James in a really tough spot here. Because he's got all doll characters, so he's having to overpay to cast a Leo to take a draw. Now that Sangunjeef is live. And before James is able to pass turn, Alfie is responding with Rams's ability, which is to dull 4 job knights, and then you can break a forward and deal your opponent 1 point of damage. So I imagine as long as there are 4 knights on field, Alfie will be doing this at the end of each of his opponent's turns. Okay, so James is deciding whether he wants to take that point of damage. And it looks like he's going to crack his Fftcg. I think the trouble is, at this point, bouncing 2 back, it makes no difference because Alfie will just respond with the ability before the bounce resolves. Yep, exactly. Here we go. He has hit an EX, so Ash is going to break Agrius. I think it's probably the only one that it can break at this point. And as you can see, the other 2 have been returned to Alfie's hand. So we are still in combat currently. I imagine we're going to see Ramza attack. Yeah. No EX. And in the grind. Yeah, so James is now at 5 points of damage. Now we're going to try and get as much back in as possible, I imagine, on Alfie's side. So here comes Laswell in. That's going to dull and freeze the Mile Web again. Laswell's effect forces a discard as well. So over to James. Doesn't look like he's drawn into too much. Looks like he's drawn into a Lev and a is it a poo-poo backup? A literal poo-poo backup. So digging back into that break zone. Probably going to see another Leo. Just a body on field. Surprise, opted to lose the Lev. And it looks like he just drew into another one anyway. So now he's holding a Witch and a Blue Worm, and he discards the Witch to play the Blue Worm. Interesting. suppose the witch would just be broken as part of Rams's effect, so it doesn't really make too much odds. Here we see, right, Krilla comes back in, Dolphree's the Leo, we're going to flip 5. Straight away, there's a Beatrix. Yeah, so, yeah. Beatrix and, I believe, Lilith. So they're both going to enter. They're going to Dolphree's 2 more characters. And that's 6 points of damage. No EX. Yeah, so really short, really quick game. But it does showcase just the strength of knights. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks, come back for the next one.